to Detroit and Ford Field as we anticipate a terrific matchup in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Polligan, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Northwestern as the kickoff team on the field as we are about ready to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Rebels offense will have the ball first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
They'll run play action. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Lee. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Rebels line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. The Wildcats offense will have its first possession of the game. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like, when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw, it's Boley. Under fire. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. So now it's second and long. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They'll send the back in motion. Just keeps slinging it. Pulls it in. It's Covey. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Wants to throw. Got a man in the middle. ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Alexander. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Wildcats started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the run. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about him after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 82 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard, down 7-0. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. They're dealing with a second and long. Fires to the tight end. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. They start the season in the top 10, ideal position to make a run, but what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see it.
Breaks into the open. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. Wants to throw. It's Sorsby. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He's stopped. Not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting a football.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups.
There he goes! And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Pass passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
The Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. They get to him as he throws. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Oh, they're after him. Got his man on the right. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Dropping back, it's Bowling. Fires to the big fella. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Let's send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield very late in the half. That's reeled in. It's Fields. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds the tight end. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he'll just get rid of that one. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. How about this defense making a statement to end the half with a sack? We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And that defense has to feel like it just played about as close to a perfect first half as it can play. And who am I to argue? I mean, check out that scoreboard. Bone-crushing hits and an airtight secondary. Feels like they have 12, 13 dudes out there against that offense, which needs a real pick-me-up and fast. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
We're all locked up here in the third quarter as he's set to kick it away. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Bowling. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off play action. Finds his tight end. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Lofts one high and deep. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Texas looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame. They're up by 28 over Texas State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. A little screen to the running back. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That one's going to go out of bounds, and it'll be dead at the 35-yard line. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. To the air, it's Bowling. Quickly complete. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Alexander. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes! They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally. You got to be in the right place at the right time.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got it in the middle, it's Alexander. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. Caught in the backfield, it's Alexander. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Complete on 3rd down. Spins away from one. Touchdown, Rebels! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. He'll return it. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Back to throw, it's Bowling. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Got it in the middle, it's Conley. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Wide open downfield. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the fourth down conversion.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Pressure coming. And they get it to him, and down goes the quarterback, and you just cannot afford that in this spot. On third down, he drops to throw. With the catch, it's Fields. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on third down. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Going for it all. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you've got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Sorsby. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The option look. Now the toss. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Brings it in down the left side. Open spaces. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, take a gander at what's happening in this interesting battle in the Pac-12. UCLA is down right now inside the Rose Bowl, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Pasadena today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Cal.
Makes the grab.
If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Makes the catch. It's Covey. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Wildcats come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking for a man. It's Boley. Fires to the right. He's got it. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The short hands, it's Covey. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Fields. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Right down the middle. On target to the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Looking to throw, it's Boley. Pocket breaking down. Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try. Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers.